We're here with Howard Vlieger, and I'll have you introduce yourself, Howard. We're in Beijing, China, for the International GMO Conference. Can you tell us about your talk and tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, good morning, Zen. Howard Vlieger, biological crop farmer and biological crop and livestock nutrition advisor. Was very honored to be invited to present at this conference. It was an amazing event. The top researchers and different individuals involved in the identifying and helping to solve problems related to GMOs and glyphosate herbicides. Very, very informative, extremely well designed. They covered every aspect. It was very well done. All of the aspects of the entire process, the control aspect from the genetically engineered seed companies wanting to control all the seed supply, certainly the damaging effects that we have documented and continue to further document relative to the GMO affecting the environment and the mammals that consume the crops, and also the significant component that the glyphosate herbicide causes for ill effects, which are being more and more recognized, still not widely recognized, regrettably, but I think events like this will certainly help to shed light on that, and that's very, very important, as you know, because we need to protect the health of our children and the future generations with what's going on. So just a tremendous event and a great honor and privilege to be invited, and learned a lot.
And if someone of your knowledge and expertise learned a lot, then it definitely was a fantastic conference. I agree. Yeah.
It was amazing. Well, the animal aspect, that really blew me away on all of the information that Claire Bleakley shared on what they've been attempting with genetic engineering relative to livestock.
It was a whole different aspect that many of us don't even imagine, right?
The only way it could be described is cruel and inhumane.
Yeah.
For the way the animals are suffering and what they showed. It's abhorrent to do that all for the sake of purely financial gain on the part of the companies that are doing it. It's very concerning that any entity could have that kind of moral corruption and decay to be so focused on money to do that sort of thing to an animal.
Yeah, I agree. Can you tell us the title of your talk and maybe summarize that in a couple of sentences?
With all the information I provided, the organizers, they asked me to focus, the title of my talk was called The Motivation, in which I identified the tremendous revenue that the genetically engineered seed companies are collecting on the royalties of all the GMO seed, and then I also touched on the numerous aspects of the ill animal health that we've witnessed beginning back in 1998 up to the present time, and then I alluded to, Dr. Carmen, who is the lead scientist on the scientific study we did on pigs, she covered the scientific aspects of that, but then I also shared the anecdotal information that we learned, and that was the significant change in the behavior of the pigs that were fed the GM ration. So it was tried to get everything condensed into 20 minutes, and it went well. There was just lots and lots of information, and the thing that I was, I guess, the most pleased with was the fact that information overload didn't set in too quick, and I think there were a lot of people that being it was a 20-minute segmented type thing, that they were able to shift gears and go from one subject to the next, or a different view of it, and go away with a lot of information.
Yeah, your information was definitely information that no one else shared. So it was key to understanding the entire scope and impact of GMOs and glyphosate. So I really appreciate you for the research that you've done in assessing all of that, both the loss to the crop, to the farmers from the crop yield, loss of crop yield, the loss of the animals, their livestock, and the profit which the corporations make is just staggering. So thank you for your research on the motivation, what really lies behind GMOs and glyphosate and the use of that in our country and in our world, and for your perspective on that as a very experienced farmer and soil researcher. So thank you.
Glad to always excuse me, always glad to share. And as you know, my email address is student of the soil, so the more you know you don't know, so every day is a learning opportunity.
Excellent. Student of the soil, Howard Vlieger, farmer and soil advisor. Is that what you said? Yes.
Crop nutrition
Crop
advisor.
nutrition advisor. Excellent. Thank you so much, Howard.
You bet. Thank you.
Okay.